If you found this channel, you might be going through something that few people can even imagine. Benzodiazepine withdrawal can feel like the end of everything you knew. I know, because I've been there. And if you're in that space now, this space is for you. This isn't therapy. It isn't medical advice. What I share here is lived experience, research, and the truth that most people, even doctors, don't talk about. When you feel like you're losing yourself, when the waves hit hardest, you need more than a textbook. You need a voice that understands. And that's what this channel is, a place to hold on and to remember that healing is happening, even if it feels impossible. Welcome to Through the Waves. Let's begin. Welcome back. If you've made it to this stage, you've already walked through something monumental. You've survived. You've begun rebuilding trust, and maybe for the first time in a long time, you're sensing small shifts. A quiet inside that isn't all fear. Now comes a new phase, one that's both beautiful and challenging in its own way. Reconnecting with the world. After withdrawal, even ordinary life can feel foreign. People, noise, light, emotion, everything hits differently. The nervous system that once screamed in pain is now learning to interpret the new world. This is where we begin that delicate process of re-entry. Slowly, patiently, one piece at a time. Rejoining life is just as intimidating as surviving withdrawal itself. You spent so long protecting yourself, reducing stimulation, avoiding chaos, retreating inward, that the idea of stepping out again can feel unsafe. Social anxiety, sensory overload, even ordinary conversations can spark adrenaline rushes. You might feel detached, like you're watching life from behind glass. I know that feeling well. The derealization, the quiet sense of distance, the surreal experience of being there, but not in it. This is all part of reintegration. Your system has been rewired for defense for months, maybe years. Reconnection takes deliberate retraining, gentle exposure, patience, and compassion for yourself. It's not about forcing normalcy. It's about reteaching your body and mind that the world can be safe again. One of the first steps is sensory. The same world that once felt unbearable to your nervous system is also the world that will eventually ground you again. Nature plays a big part in that. When you walk outside, even if it's just for 5 minutes, your eyes relearn depth, your ears tune into distance, your skin recalibrates to temperature and texture. In the early stages, that can be overwhelming. Light feels too bright, sounds too sharp, motion too fast. But don't retreat permanently. Instead, dose it gently. Try short walks at dusk or dawn, times when the world feels softer. Let the natural world speak to your body's rhythm again. Watch the movement of the trees. Notice the breath of wind. Feel your feet touch the ground. Those small sensory anchors rebuild connection where trauma disconnected it. Once your senses start stabilizing, the next layer is emotional reconnection. Withdrawal blunts emotions in strange ways. You might cry easily one day and feel nothing the next. Emotions can come out raw, disproportionate, or confusing. That's normal. After so long in survival mode, the emotion circuits are coming back online. You don't have to analyze it, just allow it. If a song moves you to tears, let it. If laughter catches you off guard, don't question it. It's your system remembering joy. For many of us, emotion was something to fear during withdrawal. Every feeling triggered a chemical chaos. Now it's about gently reintroducing emotion as something safe again. Music, journaling, quiet art, or even watching old films can help this process. They invite emotion in, softly, without judgment. Then comes one of the hardest and most rewarding parts: reconnecting with people. During withdrawal, isolation is almost unavoidable. You pull back not because you don't care, but because your nervous system can't handle the unpredictability of others, their energy, their expectations, their misunderstanding. When you start to re-engage, start small. One person, one short conversation, one safe place. It doesn't need to be deep or productive. It just needs to remind you that connection is possible. And yes, there will be awkward moments. You will stumble on words, lose focus, or feel detached mid-conversation. And that's okay. You're rebuilding neural pathways. It takes time. The more you allow yourself these gentle exposures, the easier it becomes. Remember, social connection isn't about performance. It's about authenticity. The more honest you are, even in small ways, the more aligned your nervous system becomes with truth. And truth is grounding. As the fog clears, your energy begins to return. You may start feeling flickers of passion, things that used to mean something, or maybe new interests entirely. This is an exciting but fragile phase. It's tempting to rush, to start projects, push productivity, or reclaim lost time. But balance is everything. Let your curiosity guide you slowly. Creativity, movement, or quiet purpose-driven work can become medicine. Writing, painting, music, gardening, anything that brings presence instead of pressure. When you engage with creation, you're retraining your nervous system to channel energy outward, instead of inward towards fear. That's powerful. That's how life begins to feel expansive again. Reconnection isn't a single moment. It's not like flipping a switch and suddenly feeling alive again. It's a slow, uneven return, sometimes invisible day to day, but unmistakably over time. You start to notice small things first, the way sunlight hits the wall in the morning, or how your pet's breathing feels grounding. You notice laughter again, real laughter, not forced. You can listen to a song without breaking down. You can sit in silence and not fear it. That's reconnection. It's subtle, it's sacred. And it happens while you're still fragile. Healing doesn't wait until you're fully ready. It sneaks up in ordinary moments. Washing dishes, hearing wind in the trees, or watching a stranger smile. In those moments, you're not chasing recovery anymore. You're experiencing life again. And maybe you realize that what you thought was lost forever, empathy, curiosity, presence, is still there, waiting for you to trust it again. You begin to reconnect with others, but also with yourself. You start remembering who you were before the medication, and who you are now after surviving it. Those two versions of you might not look the same, and that's okay. You're not meant to go back, you're meant to integrate. Reconnection also comes with hesitation. You might feel afraid to engage too deeply, scared that joy could be taken away again. But life doesn't demand perfection from you. It just asks that you show up, imperfect, uncertain, but present. And each time you do, each walk you take, each honest conversation, each creative spark, you're reintroducing yourself to the world. And that's something important. Even your fear of reconnection is a part of healing. It means you're close. It means your nervous system is reawakening to the possibility. So be gentle with that process. Reconnection doesn't mean constant openness. It means availability. It's learning how to open when you can, rest when you need, and trust that both are valid. In truth, reconnection never ends. It becomes lifelong unfolding. The practice of returning again and again to yourself, your community, your purpose. And when you can finally look around and realize that life has color again, that's when you know. You've moved beyond survival. You've stepped back into existence. And from here, from this new, living ground, we begin the next chapter, learning how to feel again.